Okay, use the reference angle of 330 degrees to find the cosine of 330 degrees. All right, so here's my XY axis, and restart here, and we're gonna rotate. I need to make this bigger. There we go. Start here, we're gonna rotate 330 degrees. Now remember, this is 0, and then up here is 90, and then here is 180, and then this is 270, and when you come back around again, you would do a total of 360 degrees. Well, 330 degrees, okay, if I take 330 degrees, and let's see, I need to draw it off of the x-axis. You've got to draw it from here going this way. So take 360 minus 330, and you get a 30-degree angle. So this goes to here. All right, that's the rotation from here to here. This right here would be 330 degrees, but this measurement here, that would be, I'll change it to black so I can read it better, a 30-degree angle. So my right triangle is right here. This is my 30 degrees because remember you rotated it 330 degrees. And at this point you have to remember that if that's 30, this is 60, and then you have to remember that the 30, 60, 90, it's a special triangle. Let's see. The three sides to this, if here's the right angle and here is 30, it goes 30, the side that is opposite the 30-degree angle is actually your shortest side. So that's going to be 1. And then the hypotenuse is the longest side, which will be twice the 1. And then your adjacent side to the 30-degree angle, that is the square root of 3. 1 to square root of 3. If you go back into, let me see, back into Mobius, where is it? It talks about that. Where is it? Identifying domain and range? There's somewhere in here it talks about it. Finding reference angles. No, sorry, where was it? Oh wait, finding sines and cosines of special angles. There it is. The special angles. They went over 45-degree angles, and then they went over the 30-60-degree triangle. And where is the special little triangle? Where? Oh, here's the table. Okay, that's the table. I've always found that difficult. Where is their triangle? 1. Okay, well, I'm going off my own memory here. When I have a 30-60, I always see the triangle like this. Your shortest side is 1, the hypotenuse is 2, and then this is the square root of 3, because this is, if this is my 30-degree angle, the side across of it will be shorter than the side across from the 60 degrees, because 60 degrees is a wider span. And so that's how I always remembered it, 1, 2, square root of 3. So when we're looking at this, you're actually in quadrant number 4, right? This right here is quadrant number 4. So you're going down into, this is negative. So if you're looking for cosine, cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. The adjacent side is this one, which is the square root of 3 over the hypotenuse, which is the pink one, and that's 2. So this should be the square root of 3 over 2. And then sine, of course, this is positive because you're in, x is along the, is in the positive part. When you are here, that part of x is positive x. But when you are down here, that is a negative y. So I'm seeing this 1 as a negative 1. And so for sine, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, and opposite is negative 1 over 2. Hope that made sense. So let me go back and where were we? We were on using reference angles. Sorry, I'm looking for the answers. Okay. So I'm going to use the equation editor on this so that I can use the fraction button and the square root button. I just have to get up here and delete a and put in the 3 in the denominator, backspace, and that is 2. And then the sine, another fraction. 1 is my numerator and 2 is my denominator. And then there's part B. I wish I could check part A first. Nope. Part B. All right, let me go back. Part B is down here. Now this is negative pi over 3. Okay. Remember, if you have pi over 3, you're looking at 180 over 3, which is a 60-degree angle. But this is negative 60 degrees. So when you're doing negative, you're rotating this way, right? So that your angle's here and 60 degrees is there. So for my triangle, I'm dealing with the right angle here. Again, this is 30. So now opposite of 30 is 1, the hypotenuse is 2, and this would be negative square root of 3 because you're in the 4th quadrant. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, but we're dealing with the 60-degree angles. So the adjacent side, adjacent here, would be this, so that's the 1. And then your hypotenuse is this, so that's the 2. So cosine would be 1/2. And then the sine is opposite over hypotenuse. And opposite the 60 degrees is the negative square root of 3 over the hypotenuse, which is 2. So let me go type those in real fast. Crap, what were they again? Let's see. Oh, 1/2. All right. So fraction 1 over 2. And then this is going to be negative square root of 3 over 2. Fraction, negative sign, and then type in the square root. Negative 3 over 2. How did I do? Okay, those are right. What? What's wrong with this one? Let me go back. Where was it? Sign. Oh, I forgot my negative sign. See, right there. It says negative 1/2, and I forgot to type it in. Doy. Okay. Now check them again. How did I do? My time is almost running out. Green, 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 green. They're all green.